Okay, folks, we are available and we are up. How's it going, everyone? Okay, that was weird. Okay, let's go to poorly translated history, folks. Okay, poorly translated. So, yeah. Um, let's go to this one.
I translated a timeline of the
Okay,
American Civil War through
first off, go subscribe to Starve Harv. Um, They make really funny videos, and yeah, check them out. This is gonna be like a Starve Hard marathon. So yeah, Let's go right into this, folks.
languages with terrible translation quality.
Okay.
This was the result. November the 6th, 1860. Abraham Lincoln was selected as the American president.
Okay, that's actually not that bad.
Lincoln is the president of the country against the spread of the slave.
Okay, the first yes was good, and then it just went to the spread of the slave.
1861. On February the 4th, in Montgomery, Alabama, Montgomery organized the southern provinces of American composition.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
The broadcaster, Montgomery, agrees that Jefferson Davis is the mid-president of
Mid-president.
the United States of America.
I hate my wife.
April the 12th, fire staff building Fort Sumter, South Carolina. The Civil War is official.
Oh my god.
April the 15th, President Lincoln will present a public statement about the elevation and ask 75,000 milliseconds to stop the application.
What? Abraham Lincoln, dang. I didn't know they were that technologically advanced.
Lincoln joins 43,000 volunteers on May the 3rd to increase the number everyday teams.
Hey, at least that's a president that'll fight for the war.
May the 24th, American power is transferred to the Potomac River.
What?
The miracle of Robert E. I. Portuguese Elmer Ellsworth.
What? What?
11-kilometer owner of Mars Order House.
What?
Was a foot commander in New York City
What?
and friend of Lincoln. He's still removing the Candy flag from the room.
Who is he?
That's it. That's what he's doing in the Civil War. He's just getting rid of his candy flag. Get out of here. Ellsworth is the first American official to celebrate the war.
Ellsworth is definitely eager to fight. He's a true American. He's a true American, motherfuckers. Okay. Why is this so dirty?
Yeah, this rocks. Late May, Richmond is a profession.
Richmond is... Wait, what? Richmond's a profession? I didn't know that.
And was the second place in the Amalgambia and
What?
the most industrialized city.
What?
June the 3rd, the first disaster in the east of the United States, and the Federal Army in
What?
the west of Virginia.
What?
The Great Battle L,
What? What's Battle L?
the first battle in the world in Virginia.
West
June
Virginia.
20th, at the end of the bicycle convention,
Wait, they had bicycle
Northwest
conventions?
Virginia was isolated from Western Virginia.
What?
June, West Virginia, official design and
What?
accepted of 35. So not only did
What?
Virginia split into West Virginia and Virginia, Northwest Virginia was like, screw this whole West Virginia thing.
Screw this whole
July the 21st, Buran's Battle. The first
Rand's
written.
battle.
Close to the Virginia Manamedia, the United Nations organization, McDowell weapons forced to protect Washington. July 1861, North Korea.
What?
A series of
North Korea joined? What? North Korea joined? What? What? Oh my god. Wait, I didn't think North Korea joined. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, that was weird.
Global Works and Technology Forces from Washington, D.C. August
What?
the 10th, after the death of the disaster in Lyon,
What?
the
Wait,
army
what?
has withdrawn from the federal attack. The facts of the American leader highlight the
Yo,
strong
hello,
confession
David
of
Studio.
the Mississippi River. October the 21st, Battle of Balls Bluff.
What?
Edward D. Baker, President of Oregon,
God,
President of Lincoln, and his friend led
What?
the army back to the Pontomac River, forced to return to the river. Ice water in the river was destroyed by many drawings of the archipelago.
What? That doesn't
Too
make any
many
sense.
drawings. Stop drawing! And then like fall into the water. 1862, February the 16th.
This is how we look at the
Donaldson,
American War.
Tennessee. The river left the river under heavy control.
What?
Not fun. Unconditional monitoring. February the
What?
22nd, Jefferson Davis was the president of the United States. He's like,
Could you imagine if I put this? Wait, I thought Lincoln was still the president. You know, honestly, imagine if I put this as like history or something like that, and like present this as actual facts.
I'm changing team. March the 7th to the 8th, Battle of Pea Ridge.
What?
The American victory interrupted the administration of the Missouri River. Relaxing in Missouri.
What?
March the 8th, customer service surveillance and marijuana Virginia. Third Iron Gate.
First
A
time.
battle on the Hampton Road on the
Oh
Virginia
my
coast.
God.
On March the 8th, Virginia destroys 2 wooden
They destroyed 2 wooden cabinets. Damn, what did the cabinets do?
cabinets. We crossed the line. Okay, it's
Wow.
war. On March the 9th, the USS and 2 classes of iron battles, and many other injuries were monitored.
Ow.
April the 6th, Tennessee's first battle. First day
Barry's first battle. First day fight.
of the fight is considered the first day of Albert Sidney Johnson's battle.
What?
The veterinary of Independence.
Oh, well, this is pretty hilarious. I know, because it doesn't make any sense. Veterinary of Independence and the Mexican War. Oh my
and the Mexican War.
Wait, what? When did Mexico get involved in the Civil War? Damn.
The alliance winning is no longer available in Ulysses S.
What? Ulysses.
Ulysses S. April the 24th, Alliance warship David Fat delivered
David Fat?
Conference Shield to the mouth of the Mississippi River. Fleet
Wow.
arrived on April the 25th. In 2 days, the fortress falls with Alliance power, and the
Damn.
mouth of the Great River is under the control of the United States. May the 25th, Virginia's first battle. 2 weeks of
Virginia's first
maneuvering
battle.
and fighting cross Keys and the Royal Front.
Nice.
Comparative group Stonewall Jackson
Stonewall
protects
Jackson.
US power with Winchester
Attacks
and
power
will
with-
succeed with the city. May the 31st, Fight Week.
Fight
Commander
week.
of Virginia.
Fight week. Oh my god, this is hilarious. It's been pretty edgy, but also hilarious too. Hold on, I'm just looking at my plant right now. It is growing still. It's growing, so that's good. I think it's just killing its old stuff and regrowing itself.
His merger, Robert E. Lee, turned the recovery to change his name to North Virginia. Virginia, yeah. That's just Robert E. Lee.
He's changed his name to North Virginia.
June the 6th, Memphis, Tennessee, buckled Charles Davis's
What?
American Fruit Exhibition was
What?
successfully defeated by the Mississippi River.
I think
And
honestly, Memphis. I think that this is funnier than any YTP that I've watched. This is definitely up there. Like these are definitely. I want to see more badly
Memphis.
translated history.
July the 17th, President.
What? Okay, so
President.
someone just spam the word president there.
President.
President.
This statutory act can increase the requirements of the previous legislation of sugar products,
What?
allowing extensive bucking of ownership of confectionery products, and preventing slave recognition and
What? What the? What the? What the?
slave relief. August the 30th, Second Buran's Battle.
Oh,
which
second Buran's
means
battle.
The Second Menace, in case you need
The
to know.
second menace.
December the 24th, Jefferson Davis writes a warranty statement to the
What?
American Benjamin Butler that
Oh.
is forbidden to treat the privates of New Orleans. In this profession, there is a declaration that the declaration must be sent to the individual states, not as
Wow.
a black American military soldier or white
What?
officers are treated as the end of the war,
What?
which is designed by Lincoln, Judge the War.
Judge the war. What?
July the 1st,
July
the
the
search
1st.
process was a war action that repeated itself as
What?
free, emphasizing the black team and clearing Southern white. This announcement was an important circular point in the US war, and in
Yeah.
possible changes in order to rebuild the UN was a better union without condemnation. April 1863, Eastern Alliance launched a new
What?
campaign in Virginia.
What? Yep, that's funny. Hold on a sec, guys. This is
So, Lenore
Lenore
Vigilina was
Vigilina.
sold in Fredericksburg. The Federal Army launched a campaign in Victorsburg, the last confession to the Mississippi River.
The last confession of the Mississippi River.
May the 1st,
May
the
the 1st.
Association Parliament accepts the Retail team
What?
of Emerson Davis.
What?
This law believes that the judge is Tantal for the rebellion of slaves.
What? I didn't even understand that.
The Black Army
The
and
Black
the
Army.
Black Teeth are sent to the country,
Damn.
which is ended or loved.
What? Find out next week if it was ended or loved.
One of the two. May the 6th.
May the 6th.
Campsite plan is dismantled and EU forces are being withdrawn. Win
Wow.
Lee in Chancellorsville. A great sacrifice will be
The
destroyed.
great sacrifice will be destroyed. Oh man, that is bad. Okay, hold on a sec, guys. I got to do something quickly. I'll be just back because it's in my room. All right. We're gonna swap some plants. Just gotta swap a plant. Okay, let's see. How are you doing? Okay, how are you doing? You look. Just want to make sure that you're not drying out too much. Okay. It's been good so far. This has been good so far. It's been funny, but it's also been good. Okay, yeah, there you are. Should work now. Yep, just did some swapping of plants, by the way. NGGYU. I didn't know the EU was around in 1863. Yeah, me neither. With Lee in.
Including the Stone Wall, Seabait, Death Jackson on May the 10th.
God, yeah.
After Lee Jefferson asked
Lee
Davis
Jefferson.
to take the war from Virginia. June the 9th, the Battle of Brandy Station Boat Riding America crosses the Rappahannock River. And
What?
discovering that Lee people are going to the Shenandoah Valley. Mississippi became
Wow.
a descendant of the city.
I did not know
The
this.
Vicksburg Alliance attack suffers from bomb attacks. The Mississippi River's being up to a lot. I mean, I know it's important in the Civil War, but it's got all the confessions.
It's called the
June the
confession.
14th, Battle of Second Winchester. Protection of the EU army under
What?
Robert
I didn't know the EU was also here too. I didn't know the EU. Oh man. Oh boy. I might have to toss this guy out. Hold on a sec. Nah, he's still alive. He's probably just resetting himself, to be honest with you. But if he does die, then, well, we tried. He probably will be fine. We'll just have to water him.
Army and Shenandoah Federal Valley.
Wow.
June the 28th. Gettysburg campaign continues. Confirmation passes through York. But set the Federal Republic of the Bridge on fire.
What?
And refused access to Oriental Beach.
What?
Sylviana has fallen. Billions must die.
What?
July the 30th. Lincoln is a public order of 252.
What?
Responding to the
I did not know half of
this.
this stuff of the Civil War. Well, the Great Britain and France were to fight for Confederacy against the Union, which is true, actually. Well, yeah.
Soldier as a white soldier.
A white
Replacement dental systems were effectively
Okay, what does dental systems have to do with the war?
disabled. Damn. August the 21st. No, Lawrence.
No, Lawrence.
William Bake Kintrail in the storm of the
Kansas?
day killers.
What?
Rivals. Missouri guerrilla attack.
I think they spelled guerrilla wrong. Missouri guerrilla attack and destroy most cities. Sillies. What? Guerrilla? I think it's supposed to be G-U-R. Like, I think it's supposed to be like a G-U-R.
And destroy most cities. Not Missouri guerrilla. Around 150 men and boys killed.
Why just men and boys? Oh, wait. Why just...
September the 9th. He was saved by a moderate campus.
Who was he?
And immediately stopped North Georgia.
What?
September the 19th. The Army of the United States of Cumberland
What? Cumberland? What?
was arrested during the leadership of William Roscram.
Who's
December the 8th.
Cumberland?
If Lincoln promises the United States, you will be able to squeeze the people.
What? I'll be able to squeeze the people? What?
Who participated in the out and
What?
issue a statement on the uniform and reconstruction. 1864, on February the 9th, 109 U.S. officers will run the news and fight.
Union rules, Confederacy suck. Dixieland can suck my balls.
the war. 48 flights took place in 2 bays.
Wait, I didn't know they had planes back then. I thought the first plane was like 50 years later.
February the 27th, Camp Sumter Prison is known as Andersonville Prison Camp in Georgia. This camp is...
Wait, what? Wait.
February the 27th, Camp Sumter Prison is known as Andersonville Prison Camp in
Wait,
Georgia.
that's actually true?
This camp is famous for extreme tooth conditions and high level of equality between teeth.
I didn't know that they had like dental issues. Well, actually, they probably did, but
February the 17th, the first successful assault of the Civil War. In 1995, Hungary defeated did not listen until the attack was out. April the 9th, Battle of Pleasure Hill.
Pleasure Hill.
The U.S. Army was defeated by Richard Taylor Total. April the
I have a feeling it's like half facts, and then the other half is just like mixed up and all that stuff.
12th, after rushing in the Fort Pillow downtown and West Tennessee,
What?
the Parliament
Fort Pillow?
rejected something bad but examined the store.
Parliament rejected something bad. I mean, hey, you know what? That's actually good.
Fort Pillow keeps emotional problems in the rest of the war stolen by Forrest reputation. May the 14th,
What?
The Shaman champion of Johnson is blocked by Tennessee. Sherman takes precautionary measures that do not order additional Arabic.
Wait, they did Arabic back then? Well, no, I know they did, but like, I didn't know they had Arabic in America back then.
June the 15th, attack in St. Petersburg, Virginia. After leaving the Cold Port,
What?
Potomac passed the arm of James River, and his army attacked the outer defense of St. Petersburg.
You know, I have a feeling like part of this is true, but like the other part is false.
After 4 days of blood, environmental spending contributions.
I didn't think they would focus on environmental spending back then.
Tends to isolate the city. Since July the 2nd, an army named Johnson.
Johnson. An army named Johnson. Fucking gnat.
A great discreet defense and a little keen. After
Little
several weeks of maneuvering
I thought
and fighting,
he said a little
Johnson has been threatened by Shaman Mobile.
They had mobile phones back then too? Damn.
Not Shaman Mobile. The mobile service if you do magic. July the 17th, I'd like to thank Joseph Johnson, Belaford Center.
What?
Tennessee Army.
What? And this
Big
is an
shout
abandoned
out there.
Kmart?
July the 21st, Battle of Atlanta. Second food, according to Sherman. Reduces
What?
the strength of the alliance and gives significant losses without positive results.
What?
July the 30th, the alliance army was placed a big mine in the neighboring St. Petersburg line.
What?
The following dogs can be cancelled. The American army.
Nazi terrorists. Santa didn't hire.
And the cradle will remain unchanged.
What?
August the
That
5th,
one just makes no sense.
Mobile Bay Admiral David Farragut is an American fleet. To protect its mobile phone.
What? They had mobile phones back then? Oh my god. I did not know this, guys. I did not know they had mobile phones back then. Holy moly. I did not know they had mobile phones back then, guys. Yeah. Yeah, I did not know that they had that back then, folks.
Alabama Mobile covers and
Alabama.
protects them
They have
from
mobile
strong
phones back then. I didn't
fortifications
know that.
And Southern Flotilla.
What?
August the 31st, Kath Jones Creek, Georgia. Don't know what I do.
Don't know what
September the 1st, food evacuated Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, just food just
Sherman
picked up and ran.
camps the city's army and protects the next day. September the 29th, the amalgamation is
What?
trying to return.
What?
October the 19th,
What?
Battle of Cedar Creek, Virginia. I've surprised the early morning attack. I've successfully attacked Jubalt, and I'm excited
What?
by Shendon's
Robert Downey Jr. So you're
army
Robert
from
Downey
Cedar
Jr.
Creek's Bank in Virginia. At the end of the day, the drawing is placed on the flight.
What?
November the 8th, Abraham Lincoln is the President of the United States. I think you mentioned. December the 10th,
I think-
1864.
I mean, that isn't wrong, because he still was the president back then.
The cookie settings on this website are set to allow cookies to provide the best
What?
browsing experience possible. If you continue to use this website
What?
without changing cookie settings or clicking accept below, you
I have a feeling you actually translated the wrong thing.
agree to this. The Savannah Army will power
What?
an amalgamated defender to take Fort Magalt and find the city. Huge robot law.
Huge robot.
February
law.
the 1st, 1865, Shaman Savannah's army departs to pass Carolina.
Wow.
February the 17th, the end ends. South Carolina and Confederate Sea Defender evacuated by Charleston, South Carolina.
Wow.
February the 22nd, on the same day, Joseph E. Johnson ordered the Tennessee Army and ordered the deputy John B. Food 1 month ago.
Wow.
March the 4th, Lincoln, the second president of Abraham. Who was the first? March the 16th and the 19th, Shaman's army stopped the northern leadership of Fayetteville, but he managed to avoid the power that was given in Lyrie. April the 1st, the Five Fork Conference version of Virginia will start deciding that the Lee champion will leave the Sieg line from St. Petersburg to Richmond. April the 2nd, St. Petersburg General Terms and Conditions.
What?
April the 3rd, the U.S. Army is from Richmond. Yeah,
what?
This whole time. April the 6th, the Battle of the Seamen.
Battle of the Seamen?
A part of the Old Town.
Okay, the actual seamen, not like jizz. Not like... Yeah, not like actual jizz. Holy moly. Okay. That one's actually pretty funny. Okay, well, hopefully this guy doesn't get like 25 points on me.
Down on the beach is engraved and true. April the 14th, President John Wilkes Booth.
Wait, John Wilkes Booth became the president? I thought he assassinated the president.
USA and South Carolina are the same day. That's how you become the president. You just kill the other one. April the 15th, Andrew Johnson was the president of the United States.
I think that's the wrong... Wait. Who succeeded Abraham Lincoln? Oh yeah, that actually is true. That actually is true.
April the 26th, Joseph Johnson signed a document to hand over the army and the Army of Tennessee at an army conference. May the 12th, ranch is held in Palmito Ranch in Okayama Prefecture.
What?
Contact now.
What?
And April the 26th, 1865, Simon Bolivar Booker agrees that the Trans-Mississippi Army will be transferred to the Trans-Mississippi Army
Andrew Johnson.
On June the 2nd, 1865.
Yeah.
The last major missile will officially be transferred to Civil
War. What? They had missiles back then? Alright, let's go in this one right here. This one's funny.
I translated Wikipedia's timeline of German history through languages with terrible translation quality. This was the result. 40,000 BC. He's 17.
What? Who is he?
The skull device was discovered in Steynham-de-Moor.
What?
And then the first gay appeared in Europe.
Do we really need to know that?
And the next one is insertion. And
What?
the one after that is entering.
What?
I've got nothing. 58 to 50 BC. Garlic War.
Garlic War with Julius Caesar.
Caesar attacked his power to seek the gold. To find a wide assortment of people on the Rhine River, Erios Kos wins Green King and Russian wars. Jar documented the military campaign.
My God.
9 AD, Battle of Ketoburg. German tribe Kol, led by Armenia, was destroyed by the Kinera.
What?
Alexander Roman Emperor in Prague.
What?
Rome beer put in Prague.
Rome beer put in Prague.
It's like it's written by a caveman. Rome beer put in Prague. 368 Women's War.
What? Women went to war?
Hotels in St. Petersburg.net. What?
Yeah,
457. He was killed by panic. As king of the child, Salman Frank.
Salman Frank. This one's also pretty good so far. Yeah, as a king of the child. Yeah, he was 17. Oh my God. This one's pretty good so far. Yeah. See, these ones are better than YTPs. Like, these aren't YTPs.
486. The Battle of Salus. Hadois, the king of Susan in
King of Susan.
King, and Ahidius' son in the Big Tit Empire.
Big Tit Empire. Oh my fucking god, that's hilarious.
496, Clovis solar authorities beat Albania in modern Zolofi.
What the fuck is Zolofi?
The last win of Jesus. Claudius is a Catholic priest. 500. The scooter is considered by a alcohol law.
Wait, they had scooters back then?
It has the first written code of the civil code between Franks.
What?
Women were sent from the laundry room.
Oh my god. Why did badly translated German history get all sexist?
I like that their first laws were just determined by who drank the most, and then you got, so like Dave's drank the most now. What's your law? Scooters. Alright, good, put it in. 555. He died without a child.
That's the second time he died.
Leaf colors green. This is more caveman writing. Although a caveman that knows what a website is. Right? 558. My son died without inheritance. Senior cycle.
My son died without inheritance.
This country's dead bike was common between me, Gentama, the first Sigbert, and the Chile's survived
Oh my god. My child died.
Children. Is Chile's that bad that you have to like a category of children that survived it? 575.
What the fuck?
Siegbert gives you the second successful concrete belt of young boys.
What? 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 Trudeau would love that, by the way. This is like the edgiest one so far. His wife.
Ronaldo, Austria.
Ronaldo. Oh my god.
As restraint. 592. Janet is dead.
What?
King goes to other girls.
What?
Other children were born.
Well, story of your life.
2 children of Australia. Theobert II.
What?
And Theodoric II.
Why is one of them a kangaroo?
612. Theudebert II conquers Theudebert II in
Wait, so he conquered himself?
a war against modern Eye.
What?
Audibert II was blowed by a...
Made in the office of the... So the hat just sucked him off?
and made in the office of the girl.
What?
The King of Australia, United Kingdom.
What?
I've noticed a theme with the German translation so far. 650. Strawberry Syndrome.
What?
The children of Sigbert changed the son of Chibert. And this is the third Sigbert, which is still a child and the Australian king.
What?
Clovis II is the third king, Mad. His wife. His resurrection.
Wait, Clovis got resurrected?
637. Bike the Third died.
Bike the Third died?
Dodric III, brother, inherited an empire with the Palace of Aberin, attacked another child, and joined
Oh my god, now it just came really
the
edgy.
Third Empire. Masterful move there, sir. 714. Puffin Dice Odal.
Puffin? What? We're killing puffins now.
Is a 3-star property, but 1.6 kilometers from Austria. It was pretty good, but too far away from Austria. 721.
What?
The entrance to Chile is killed.
The entrance to Chile's killed? What? How?
Contact us. Gatwick Airport at 0.0 miles. 751.
What?
The Pope gave birth to the third son.
What? What? This is like the nothing much Metro. How you doing? Oh, this is like gotta be the weirdest translation of
The young. God says there was a robbery and forced to stay in the priory.
What?
For what purpose? The silver cup measured exactly. 771.
What?
Diet Charlemagne strengthens login. Choose Poppy Adrian III.
What?
Carlos man. I died to his widow.
What?
776.
What?
She was one of Jehovah's Witnesses. What? Huh? 803. He adds,
What?
I feel like I was one of Jehovah's Witnesses. Why are they both Jehovah's Witnesses?
Why are they Jehovah's Witnesses coming in now?
Now.
Wow.
And what? 810.
810.
Italy was born in Italy and illegally burning his son in Italy.
What?
814. Chile dead.
What? Chile died? It took long enough.
830. I'm one of the Germans. I'm going to take her and lot her from the island.
This is funny.
We'll do it. 844. I am crazy for the
I am crazy.
Holy Roman Empire. Emperor
Oh my
worked
God.
together with Rome in the Second World. 869. However,
869.
I realized that I was one of Jehovah's Witnesses.
What?
Battle with Barry.
What?
879. Carlos man is homeless in
I
Bavaria.
thought he died.
In the late 19th century, Jehovah's Witness group
Wait,
came to the
Jehovah's?
United States after Jehovah's Witnesses were called. 901. In the 1st century CE, the Apostle Paul and his companions were baptized. Photo by Pope Benedict.
What?
905. When he was in prison.
What?
He was
He's
sent
back?
to
I thought he
prison for his
died.
faith. A lot of Jehovah's Witness propaganda going on here. 1338. The Holy Kingdom of Rome. The Parliament declared the election of the Holy Roman Emperor, which does
What?
not mention the approval of His Majesty.
What?
How can we show that we trust to Jehovah?
Is this like Jehovah's Witness propaganda? It went from like sex to now Jehovah's Witness propaganda.
1370, Alibaba conferences were signed,
Alibaba?
and the war between Denmark and women has ended.
What? What? Oh, what the hell? What did the women ever do to Denmark? Oh my fucking god. Denmark, why did you go to war with Did Denmark just become incels or something like that? Like Billy Bob Tanley? Like what the Oh. Oh my god.
Finally. 1499, there was a war between the ancient Swiss and the lack of Havana. Switzerland pays taxes on the Holy Roman Empire
I
and
thought they all
joins
did.
great food.
That's a
521,
nutritious meal.
worm. The
Worm?
worm diet was written as legend. He became Pope VI.
I thought he died and then he got arrested and then now he's the Pope? Damn, that's weirder than Nelson Mandela.
1529, Prince Hat and the 16 Free Empire City representatives read the concept of the Kingdom of Parliament in the
What?
Serbian Revolution of the Luther Empire.
What? Wait, Luther created an empire? I thought he was the one who reformed Christianity. Holy moly.
The Ottoman Empire was forced to abolish the Ottoman Empire in
So they
Vienna.
abolished themselves?
1618, war. War can be devastating.
Hey, that's actually true.
And devastating, especially in Germany.
What?
1686, the African Military Alliance was established to protect Palati in France.
Wow.
The players selected by the King II
What?
are generally owned in Lithuania.
What?
1701, for example, when I was 5 years old,
What?
I was assigned to serve as a circuit overseer.
What?
1742, State War. Berlin
State
signed
war?
an agreement
Wait, what? Why are they going to war? Like, this just got, like,
to
ballistic.
move the most American regions at the end of Prussia and war. 1745,
What?
Manfredberg War.
What?
Frederick, led by the Pruss army,
The puss? I thought it said the puss army.
masturbating the army.
What? So they went to war and jacked off. What the hell?
Army in the definition of the Great Austria and Saxony.
What?
You know, whatever gets results, you know,
What?
you do. You. If you want to jack off your army, well, as long as they win.
And it's consensual.
Join the army. We'll jack you off.
I want to jack you off. Oh my fucking god, that's hilarious, dude. That's like gotta be the funniest moment.
1804, death of ears.
Wait, what? Why?
She died. Sarah
Wait, she died? Why?
says Napoleon War, the third related war against Austria, France, joined the United Kingdom, Sweden, and Russia. 1806, the Holy Roman Empire was fired.
What?
Francis II, Holy Roman Castle, Waterloo, the French Emperor Napoleon was produced from England
What? Wait, that's a twist.
and worked with Waterloo. That's all. 1827, the dead. 1828, Helbert's dead.
Help.
1831,
They're all dying now.
painful death. 1832, dead. 1852, the First War. Austria, France, Prussia, Russia, Sweden, Denmark, and London were signed, with the presence of Schleswig and Holland confirming that the war would end with Denmark.
Wait, what?
Denmark's been in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, because they went to war with women.
Austrian War. Persian in the Austrian War.
Wait,
the
what?
incredible power is blessed by the Austrian line.
What?
And hit with the grandfather of modern grey. 1870, the bank was built. War France, German Empire was created. Simple as. 1879, Germany and Austria-Hungary are engaged in a joint agreement, mate. They're engaged in a joint agreement, mate. What else you gotta know? 1898, Bismarck is killed.
Bismarck's killed?
Where were you when Bismarck killed? 1899, South Africa and Free Oranges announced war in the UK.
What?
1905,
Why are you going to war
first
over
crisis
oranges?
in Morocco. He is the representative of Morocco.
I thought he died!
Tangour's Moroccan seed is supported by Moroccan neglect.
What?
1914, World War II in Austria and Serbia, British War in Germany. Britain will make a material war and close food to Germany. Battle of Tamberg. 8 out of the Russian army of the German army completed the Russian power in Ostend. The Manos first battle, the French army was blowed by
What? They're having
army.
sex now? What? Yeah, they skipped
Manos
apparently
Empire.
World War II
1916,
was 1914. I thought
winter
that was
begins.
World War I.
Germany is prohibited in the period in which Germany is prohibited.
That sounds like a paradox.
1917, the German Navy War begins with missiles trying to destroy the Earth without war.
He has been around for a long time. Yeah, it's like he is God.
1918, German rocket attack.
Wait,
German
they had
army
rockets back then? I know they were trying now tanks and stuff like that.
attacks the 5th largest army and kills the vacuum in northern
What?
France. The first day is aggressive.
Okay.
The French Federation, the British-American military style behind the German line. The German Revolution. Wilhelm supports the name of the German emperor and the poet.
What?
The Second World War. Germany introduced on the 11th of November 1918 to eliminate bets, important regions, and the German military content.
I think
That's one of the things they were like in the Treaty of Versailles. Yeah. Right, no more betting. 1933, Gertler is VP board DNA.
What? Who's Gertler?
Fire Reich. Construction of Reich Water. President Paul and Loganberg created firearms and hanged the most biological films. 1935, the German army. Israel declared that Germany violates the Versailles contract and rebuild its teams.
I mean, that is kind of true, but not like they did violate the Versailles.
1936, the German team is on Rhineland against Versailles. Berlin earned a large amount of gold, silver, and bronze.
I thought they had a lot of debt.
1938, the German army moved to Austria. Christians, Russian people died.
I mean, that is true.
Like locusts.
Wait, what? Locusts?
Unlike locusts. 1939, German and Eastern European authorities have decided to attack Germany.
So German attacked themselves?
And the Soviet Union, and make a deal between two countries.
What?
German covered Poland. Disaster trade. 1940.
That is-
Germany attacked Denmark and
I mean,
Norway.
in a way, that's
Germany
kinda true.
closes the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, and France. 1941. Barossa Operation. German army stopped the Soviet Union.
What?
1943. The war ended with the destruction of 6
the war
millimeters
ended?
of German troops. They were all very small this whole time. 1944. WordPress.org alliance strength,
What?
including United States, England, and Canada, was arrested
What?
by the Second World War. 1945. The first Eversberg Forest, the war,
I thought the war ended in
killed 71
1943.
prisons in Poland and Russia in 3 days. Hello, there will be
Hello?
more massacres.
Oh my god!
Adolf Hitler passed away in Berlin.
I mean, that is kind of true.
It's just so peaceful. Henry Himmler continues to fight suicide.
What?
It's just a
Dude,
suicide
Jeff
prevention
Atlantis
guy.
is real,
The
bro.
Potsdam Conference. The parties believe that Germany returns to the Soviet Union in 1937 and removes the United Kingdom,
What?
France, United States, and Soviet work. I think they're trying to discuss like time travel, right? Stalin thinks Hitler's going to go back in time to win the war before the war starts, which could have happened. I think that's what happened in Red Alert, I think. 1946, after World War II, James Piron, Secretary General of the United States, calls for a revival of the language in Germany. 1951, 6 countries in Europe and Western Germany signed Paris Covenant made of coal. And the European steel community is coal, the steel market that controls the national authorities. Like big
Wow.
steel controlling everybody.
That was
1953.
sorta true
Since
then.
1953, more than 60 to 80 construction workers have been ready to accept their assignment in Berlin. 1968. The German Republic of Korea imposes a special ban on freedom.
Uh-oh.
2010. Ukraine debt crisis. Greece's
that's
goal
true.
is to fund EU and international currency.
That is
Why are they blaming it on Ukraine?
Yeah.
2015. In Germany, the number of immigrants is 5.5. in
Wait, how did you get
2015.
half a person?
2016. On December 28th, 2016, 13 anthropological attack entered the Christmas market in Berlin and scored 55. What do you mean scored? It's not a game.
What?
Terrorism is not a game.
Oh.
2022, he was shot at Heidelberg University.
He was
And in
back?
2028, you can connect to Denmark and Germany. What an
Aw.
ending. Amazing.
Hey, that's
Thank
wait, that could be my future. I like this video. Or it can be devastating and devastating, especially in Germany. Okay, why? Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see this one. Oh, this one's funny.
I translated Wikipedia's timeline of British history through languages with terrible translation quality. This was the result. 55 BC. Romanian general Julius Caesar, good
Wait.
start, first invaded
He's
Vietnam
Romanian?
and found a battlefield scattered off the coast of Kent.
What?
I like how he invaded Vietnam and it was a mistake. He ended up in Kent, which is kind of how you end up in Kent. 54 BC, Caesar invaded the country for the second time.
What?
And won a third of it,
Nice.
both invading Britain. 43 AD, Aureus Plutarchus,
Wait,
along
what?
with 40,000 soldiers, invaded Britain, and Clare became part of the Roman Empire,
Wait, what?
known for its triumph. 122 AD, Emperor Hadrian ordered the wall to represent the borders of the British capital, Rome in the north.
Rome in the north? What?
New Rome? Bradford, it's the Rome of the North. 197, the emergency was born.
What?
The birthplace. The city. 208, the emperor and his son, Kalhara,
What?
imposed a warrant directly in England. Cyprus and Caledonia
What?
built fortifications in Galman and the Dead Zone.
The
What is
Dead
the
Zone?
Dead Zone? Is that Scotland? Is that what they call it these days? The Dead Zone? The Dead Zone?
Damn.
214, In the UK, Brittany, Gloucester, and the United Kingdom are divided into London and York, respectively. I like how Gloucester's mentioned specifically. The United Kingdom of Brittany, Gloucester, and the United Kingdom. 259, the leader of the revolution, the Latin Post, declared Britain part of the Golden Empire. Good. 270, start building a Saxon coast and increase the penetration rate.
What?
So you want to increase the penetration rate?
Damn it.
274, General Victor rebelled, bowed to the Argentine, and paid tribute to the British prisoners.
What?
It's not a very good rebellion, this. It's like,
it's like a rebellion with
286
self-rebellion.
to 296. This is not Britain. This is not Britain. Wait a minute.
Wait, what? This is not
in
Britain.
France. 287. It retains its power in Britain
What?
and declares it itself a superpower.
Oh my god.
This is some rare it law, you know. I think there's been it law in the past that I haven't paid attention to because can you pay attention to anything in these videos? Karshik defeats the Charming Empire in a naval battle. 296, Julius Canos defeated England near Leicester, killed Alexis, and withdrew from Fran.
What?
I don't like it when they say they withdrew from somebody. What's that mean? 297, work began on the construction of a new tower near Hadrian.
Is that the
King
tower?
Stein II returns to Goliath.
What?
First elevator was a shooting range north of the Latin ferocious animus. Right. Okay. I understand. And then, for some reason, it just skips to 1017. I don't know why. I didn't do it. Blame Wikipedia. If you want, talk to Larry Page. I don't know who owns Wikipedia. Let me talk to Mr. Wikipedia, please. 1017, she was found to be King of England in London.
She became King of England
That's
in London?
huge, Sheila. That's probably the biggest thing she's done. 1042, at Lambeth's wedding, he became King of England because of his alcoholism.
Yeah, that's how you become king. Just get drunk. Apparently, according to this lore, just get drunk.
Become king. Succeeding Edward as Prime Minister. 1057, on the battlefield, his Scottish son, Mar, died on her way to
There's a lot of gender confusion there.
Bam, where he became King of Scotland. It's confusing what's going on right now. 1086, the census starts with the results of some mobile books.
Wait, mobile?
Aren't all books mobile? 1100, William was shot during a hunt for a new wild animal in 2019.
What?
1135.
That's some weird ass lore right there.
Henry died unhealthy.
What?
1154, Stephen died of tuberculosis.
Okay, they're all dying now.
Henry's 100-year-old nephew, Henry I, was awarded the King of England prize. Congrats.
What?
Good prize that. Quite old to get the prize. 1164, Henry II meditated with Mark the London Constitution to bring the Catholic bishop guilty of peace crimes to court and present it in a secular court. You're guilty of peace crimes. You've been too peaceful. Here in the medieval period, we have to kill at least 3 people a day. 1192, Richard was arrested near Varney when he returned east on the order of the legendary Australian commander Leo Batavi. Richard was released after Austria received 50 tons of cash.
Damn!
1237, Henry II of Scotland and Alexander II signed an agreement claiming British territory in Scandinavia, Canpole, and Westland.
Wait,
where are these places?
I know.
1249, Alexander III of Scotland died, and Alexander III ascended to the throne of Scotland. He's back. The return of the king, literally. 1266, the political entities of Scotland and Norway inherited the Spanish Treaty, which led to the demarcation of the Soviet Union. 1272, after the death of Henry X Num X. I don't know, is that actually Roman numerals? He's one of the numbers, one of the Henrys. Edward received the throne of the first generation of Englishmen.
Wow.
1277, English United, which lasted until 1283. I hope it's you.
What?
I hope it's you. And to 1282, Assyria's Lenahate Khan resigned as throne.
Wow.
I I think the throne was a person just sitting there. 1283, Duffy Abo Crawford died, and Wales were won by England. Don't talk about 1287.
What?
1294, the madcap Apollinaria. What?
The Mad Cat?
The
What?
huh? Well, you just can't make up words. What is madcap Apollinaria? 1305, William Wallace, an anti-Japanese Scottish militant, has been arrested on court charges and confronted by Britain.
What's going on with you? What are you talking about?
The world's first racist.
No, it's first
1307, following the death of Edward. Edward became King of England in
Edward became-
2018.
Wow.
Took him a while, but he came back. They're all coming back.
They're all coming back.
1214,
13,
Scotland
14.
beat England in the Battle of Penang Burgoon.
That's where Braveheart comes in.
Sounds like some place in Cambodia.
What?
What's Burgoon? Is that some kind of goon burger that I don't want to taste?
What?
1222, King Edward II defeated them on the
What?
battlefield of Poboris. 1227, Church 3, Edward Church. Edward II is killed.
What?
1377, the death of his brother, Richard II, attracted the British king. I don't want to know.
What?
1399, Henry Brooks gave birth to the British throne and became Henry IV.
Wow.
I mean, that's kind of a better reason to become king than you're an alcoholic. 1413, Henry IV is dead. Oh. And
Womp
his
womp.
son, Henry V. But he's also dead, or is just saying his, yeah. 1415, Henry
Yep.
V returns to England after a landslide victory on the battlefield of Arkansas.
Wow.
Well done. It's a landslide victory, bro. He won all the votes on the battlefield. And then Henry killed 4, and Edwards climbed to the British throne in 2018. A lot's happening in 2018.
Wow. I
was
thought
gonna
they
say a
were
lot to
going
look
back in
forward
the
to,
past.
but, that's 6 years ago. 1509. England have arrested Henry VIII and Caitlin Arabio.
Who's Caitlin Arabio?
Is this woman? What's she done?
Wait,
What has she
who the
done?
fuck is that?
1534. A good job ago.
A good job
as
ago.
Henry VIII suggested. 1547.
Oh my God.
King Edward IV's hat.
Wait,
1549.
what about his hat?
England is divided into the southern west. Up to the throne in England, says
Wow.
Marley. Thank you, Marley.
Marley.
1560, the US Senate has passed a bill to reform churches in Scotland. I'm just going to ignore 1571. Don't want to talk about that. 1582.
Let's see.
This has sparked a row between the Knights of Edinburgh University in Scotland. Okay.
I'm just gonna block some people while I do this.
Ooh, what you doing, mate? Where's me bloody armor gone?
Well, yeah.
1587, Marley, the
Marley.
Queen of England. Okay.
Queen?
I can see why we're
Marley's now
talking
the
about
Queen,
English
what?
affairs now. And the Queen of Scots' decision to deliver the goods to Northamptonshire on the 8th of February.
Nice.
1592, Scout and Asian Book 5 implements the Church of Scotland's Golden Rule Book,
Uh-oh.
which has authority over the elderly community.
Wow.
1605, Guy Fawkes. That's a good
Guy
one.
Fawkes or Guy
And
Fawkes?
others tried to undermine Queen James IV
Queen
first
James IV.
and the British Parliament. 1606, in England, King James I declared a row between Virginia.
Wow.
Why do they keep having rows around here? 1625, England v Scotland, James IV. I'm dying. 1707, America was born.
America was
and
born.
became queen.
Wait, what?
1721, Robert Werber became the first president of the United States.
Wow.
Don't you remember? 1762, the third generation of Potterberry Studs has become president. And then 1763, Jerry Basriel, Gerald,
Gerald
Zori,
Basriel?
Zori,
Zori-
Zori,
what?
Zori, Zori.
What?
Is this some kind of like spell I've just cast? 1766, according to the Declaration of
the Dec-
Independence, the new
Wait.
government has accepted it.
What?
The world's first
better.
steel bridge, an iron bridge, was built in Slovakia. Okay, thanks for the
Nice.
update. Thanks for the news. 1801, the United Kingdom and Uzbekistan are
Wait,
already involved.
What?
King III is the first king.
What? King the Third?
1809,
First, what?
he is president.
He's
Well done.
president.
1810, the
Yeah,
discovery
more
of the ice monster was
Wait.
first discovered in Mary.
Wait, what? Ice monster? What the fuck? That is weird. Honestly, that is the weirdest thing. The lore is just getting bigger.
Anning. What ice monster? Hello? 1815, there was a battle for water.
Battle
going
for
on?
water?
1833, slavery of the British Empire was confirmed in 1833.
Wow.
The Conservatives were born.
The conservatives are born.
1838, apricot seals.
Oh my God.
Two types of the word stamps. 1842, at the beginning of the peace, income tax was introduced.
Wait, income tax?
It's over.
I thought that was after World War One.
1848, Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels
What?
has expressed the hypocrisy of the communists.
I thought they made communists.
Pro-capitalist Karl Marx can't hurt you. He's not real. 1854, Dr. John Snow has discovered
Jon
water
Snow.
contaminated with the virus. Hello.
Wait.
1887, virus detective Sherlock Holmes first appears in the book.
Wait, what?
There's a lot of virus talk going on. 1901, Queen Victoria died and King Edward
Womp
II takes the throne. He said he would be
that's
back.
true.
The Treaty of That Body was
The
signed
Treaty
by
of That
Great Britain
Body.
and France. 1911,
fuck?
Queen Mary is a latecomer. Under the Act of Parliament of 1918, more than 30 women were allowed to vote for the first time.
Wow.
Technically true. I think there's like several leaders in the country because Bonar Law becomes Prime Minister, Stanley Baldwin is the chairman, and Ramsamat is the president. In 1926, the England captain was not disappointed.
Wow.
According to the People's Congress Act of 1928, women have the right to choose men above the age of 21, okay?
Okay.
1929, Ray became McDonald's vice president.
What?
After my autonomy in Canada, I noticed an increase in knowledge from Canada.
What?
And then 1934, LNE 344722222 FNOS 22 FNOS SNOF
What?
Allen
What?
is on the verge of a crackdown on The Hague. He's had enough. He's been persecuted for his name. 1938,
What?
Elnera 4468 Doncaster Greenery broke the record of the fastest field at
What?
203 kilometers
What?
per hour. 1948, King Angie of the United States. I don't know what's going on over there. I think we have to ignore it. Otosa thought
King
it was
Angie,
the first
who
budget and thought it was the word of the first author who thought it was the author's word.
Wow. That's like a
Roger
Yoda
Steyer
speaking.
had 4 minutes to go. Okay.
What
I
the
got some
hell?
bad it law. 1965, it is dead.
Uh-oh.
The 1967 Offences Act legalizes men over the age of 21.
What?
Finally. Before, when you reach 21, that was it. Made it pretty tricky for women to choose men over 21. 1971, the Liberal Democrats, a few days before the British digital
Wait,
currency.
they had digital
We've got,
currency back then?
crypto going on in the past.
What?
1984, the attack on the British miners was a huge explosion and a
What?
struggle against the government's ban on British coal mining.
What?
Margaret Silesia.
Margaret Silesia.
1986, the soap opera's Easter drama became the most popular show in
What?
the UK with
On
30.1
Netflix?
million mirrors. That's a lot of mirrors. 1996, Dolly became the first mammal produced by Coke. He became president of Tanzania.
What?
Because why not? 2003, Britain and the United States invades Iraq. It was just some money.
What?
2014,
I mean, that
Scottish
was sorta
independence was transferred to the Soviet Union
What?
and moved quietly.
I thought
Okay.
Soviet Union's
Scotland's
gone.
gone. That's just part of the Soviet Union now. Just write it off. Don't worry about it. Sorry, 2016, Britain voted through the European Union and Qatar. 2018, the Prophet Muhammad was born in Cambridge. Okay. 2019, the resolution referred to the Brexit deal as a surrender to the current
Wow.
public, and the largest recall conference in history failed. 2021, 70-year-old British Princess Elizabeth II will take
What?
over the
Disney
British throne
British-
on Thursday.
Wow.
And then Queen Elizabeth II dies at age 96 down.
Well,
From Thursday to now, that
I-
aged her quite a lot.
I did think
And then
that
2023,
2019, I thought that
the
was a
King is
different
Charles III. Camilla III.
What?
Camilla is king and
What?
throne of England. And
Camilla?
president of Camilla and other parts of the Commonwealth. All hail Camilla, the true king.
What the hell? And that is how we do it. That was funny. Okay, let's go to World War One.
I took Wikipedia's timeline of World
Okay.
War II and ran it through Google Translate using languages with the worst translation quality. This is the result.
I'm just blocking a lot of spam.
September 1st, German forces attack Polish forces at Danger Sea in
What?
the Baltic. But the attack failed. In Poland, the army was unable to attack several targets at once, including the village of Wiruto.
What?
The state of Israel fell to Germany. The Sino-Japanese War of 1894 to
What?
1895 was a 3-year war between the People's Republic of China and the government of Japan. Denmark, Estonia, Finland, Latvia, Norway, Romania,
What?
and Sweden soon declared their independence. They were already independent. They just wanted to let you know. The Swiss
Wow.
parliament ordered the army to
What?
close the schools. Why? The next day, the British and the French governments sent him to Germany.
What?
Day
What?
3, at 3 in the morning, Neville Henderson,
Neville
the
Hen-
British ambassador to Berlin, decided to go to Germany. He wasn't there before. He just decided, you know what? This might be the right time. A few hours after the start of the British War in Athens, parentheses Germany, Canada flew to Glasgow, 400 kilometers from Ireland, in Montreal. What?
Wait.
The Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe announced the independence of Europe. September 8th, President Roosevelt was impeached. Countries with
What?
low
What?
capacity
I don't think he was.
increase military spending. The number of US troops in Korea will increase. September 13, a large asteroid explodes near Casablanca.
What?
125 passengers were lost in Mauritania.
What?
Karl Donitz lifted the military ban on radio attacks on Allied small ships. September 26, the Luftwaffe conquers Scotland. October 20th, the Ghost War.
What?
French soldiers live in trenches and tunnels along the Maginot Line. November 1st, Germany occupied most of Poland, including Danzig and the Soviet Union. Poland invaded Ukraine and
What?
eastern Belarus.
What?
Even though they've just been occupied, they're still striking back. I can respect that. The 17th of November,
I'm
the
just trying to get all
IRA
these
attacked
emails
London.
out, by the way,
December
folks.
31st, German propaganda minister Joseph Goebbels reports the events of 1939 on Nazi radio. This year has
What?
been tough. You have to be ready. You listen to Nazi radio at all?
What?
January. Eat salami and bravely declare war on Finland. All Soviet forces were destroyed, many of them armed. On the 15th of February, my wife was captured by the Soviet army.
What?
My
Why?
wife. March 11th, British food. March,
British food.
Day
What about
30.
it?
Wang Jingwei runs a robot empire in Nanjing.
What?
Elephant and turned into a pillow.
What?
Also on day 30, British spy planes target Soviet targets in Pike's Supply. Sydney Cotton, high quality holograms available.
What the hell? Why did they put an
They had to
advert
sneak a little
there?
advert in there. May 13th,
Yeah, that's a
he
good question.
founded London in Belgium. People pray and cry. Yes.
People pray and
June
cry.
4th,
Yeah, that's true.
We will never stop fighting on Earth, said Winston Churchill. In space? Maybe. June 20th, the French love Italian clothes. They do.
Yep.
And then on June 24th, just French and Italian clothes. June
What the
28th,
hell?
General de Gaulle is recognized as the leader of the British government.
What?
July 4th, Italy won the silver medal.
Italy won silver medal. What the fuck?
Well done.
What'd they
August,
win it in?
when the
Mussolini?
war between Germany and fascism began, immigrants live in their underwear in Luxembourg.
Oh my God.
August 11th to the 15th, Battle of Tagankan in Somalia during the British invasion of Italy. You cannot visit the British royal family,
I
and
don't
don't
think-
you dare try. August 22nd, German guns captured Dover and lay siege to the sea. What? I can't believe this has happened. The guns themselves actually did it, not the people.
Yeah.
The 31st of August, British soldiers attack planes.
Oh.
A London factory was crashed into the radar. I can't believe
He's
this.
not gonna be
Also,
playing.
August 31st, 2 tall ships landed on the shores of Belgium. Cher is sick.
Wait, Cher's
Oh,
sick?
no.
What?
How could this happen? September 2nd, destruction of rocks. My aunt bought me a plane for 50 cents.
That's a hell of a deal.
He prevented Hitler from invading Britain.
What?
October 15th, Mussolini and his allies decided against Greece. Also, October 16th, Project America's debut album. He was in Central Africa after fighting in Great Britain and France during the Christmas War.
Wait, why Christmas War?
The magic of the night is in full swing in Coventry as the city centre is completely destroyed. Day 15, the Soviet Union joins the Big Three. British thieves, surrounded by rubbish, break into a shop in Warsaw.
What?
December 29th, German troops attack London.
Why?
Church of Santa Maria Pauli. Who? Hey, Paulie!
Hey, Paulie!
Gabagool! January 2nd, England won.
What?
GG. I am working. Some people are sent to help Germany and Greece in World War II. Joins Pablo in Yugoslavia. The shaft is ready. The shaft is ready, honey. X. April 12th, leave Yugoslavia and Belgrade. Pepe defeats the German Republic in the war. I got some sad news. The British troops in Africa broke up.
Aww.
April 27th, Athens falls to Germany. Helen agreed. Day 30, after weight loss, Vizier Rommel ordered a halt on the attack of Tobruk. Stop scanning immediately.
What?
I got some new updates on he. June 1st, he led an army to Crete and established a kingdom there. He has a British uniform. June 20th, the United States Air Force is known as the United States Air Force. Thanks for the update.
Shit.
June 22nd, Germany launches Operation Barbarossa 3. Third time lucky. June 25th, Soviet forces bombed Helsinki.
What?
Finland declared war on Finland and
why
the
did they
Soviet
declare?
Union. They've had enough. July 5th, the British government discussed the possibility of an alliance with Nazi Germany.
What?
Excuse me, what? August 22nd,
Who? What?
German troops attack Leningrad.
What?
Cleaning will continue. October 1st, chaos at Hogwarts.
There's chaos at Hogwarts now too, apparently.
In Vilnius. You know what was going on?
Avada Kedavra!
November 24th, the United States asked France not to sign the binding treaty, undoubtedly. Battle of Moscow, German forces surrendered near Moscow in East Africa. December 3rd, when we lift up and support women, we must not ignore women.
That is true.
The 7th of December, Japan attacks the port of Abaka and declares war on the United States. The 9th of December, China declared war on Japan, regardless of the war.
Wow.
China also declared war on Germany and Italy. Australia declared war on Japan. South Africa declared war on Japan. Japan declared war on Japan. Japan just wanted in on it.
Wow. They're
Me
like,
too,
okay,
bro.
we're going to fight ourselves.
December 15th, 2 British ships are attacked by Italian pirates.
Arr. Yo, ho,
January
ho,
7th,
ho.
after the Germans
like
had advanced 150 miles to Moscow, the Soviets began to winter. Barbarossa is a failed opera. January 28th, Brazil breaks diplomatic relations with the most important countries. Refuses to elaborate further.
Wow.
February 9th. This is the first time that the US military leaders have met for a military plan. I have no idea what they were doing before that. They were just winging it. March 17th. England is a country of electricity. It has no coal or natural gas plants. It's just a country that makes electricity naturally. April 5th. Cologne's Air Force exploded.
Yep.
It just did that. It just did it. Day 18. Dr. Dolittle arrived in Nagoya, Tokyo.
Wow.
Make your daily commute more comfortable. Why is this giving me like life advice now? Also, the one below it, the sun is stronger at night. Now, I'm not sure it is, but I'll trust you on this one. April 29th. Put the gun down and go. See Norwich and York. Turn off the laser. Adolf Hitler invited Benito Mussolini and Galeazzo Ciano to the Salzburg Congress. It's a small thing, but try not to go to court and look like Hitler.
What?
If you're going to go to court, at least try not to look like Hitler. Italy sent troops to the east. Hitler won, and Mussolini agreed to send 7 more troops than he had promised. Just 7 more. The strongest Italian division. It's just 7 blokes. Ronaldo was ready to play again. The 16th of May, when Adolf Hitler protesting against the kissing ban, Paul removed his leg. What is going on over in Germany? Who's Paul? Why has
Yeah,
he just
who is
got
Paul?
removable legs? July 2nd. Church planting is an inside job.
Church
That's
planting.
my conspiracy theory. Oh no. August 3rd. Soldiers and ships destroyed the Kingdom of Malta.
What?
So August 15th. Al Qaeda operation
Wait,
in Malta.
Wait,
is-
what? Al Qaeda existed back then? What? Oh my fucking god, man. That is fucked up. That is fucked up.
going on in Malta? Okay, because it's been destroyed, and now Al Qaeda here. August 31st. General Luxembourg's military actions in early 1942 were laughable. September 18th. Germany wins the Battle of Stalingrad. In the
nice.
evening,
Actually,
Volga's
nice.
enemies began to receive guests. The 28th of September, Guinea invades Japan. Eagle Commander, parentheses, medical illness, was transferred to the United States Air Force. Hitler summoned the whole country
What?
and announced an attack on Stalingrad. Didn't they just win it? They just won, and he's like, you know what? We're going back in. October 31st, the British entered the lake west of El Alamein. Comrade Rommel raises his hand. He's telling. November 11th, he led an army from Alexandria to Marathas. A public auction has been announced. It's not over yet, the 12th. The 17th of November, Japanese
Wait, what?
troops sent aid to New Guinea.
What?
America is mad to lose. November 22nd, Battle of Stalingrad. So they're back in there again. German forces attacked Stalingrad. The Soviet offense seemed hopeless. Emperor Friedrich Ball, also known as Adolf Hitler,
What?
sometimes he's known as that, was surrounded by the German Sixth Army. The Soviet Union took protection of Karachi from Germany, west of Stalingrad. Well,
Wait, what?
what? 26th of November.
Wait, what's
battle
going on?
between American and Australian forces in
Wait,
Brisbane.
they fought
This is
Australia?
war.
That's it. Yes, it's war.
Whoa, what?
C News London. We invite you to take out your weapons and return to enemy territory. That's
What?
the end of C News. January 16th. Iraq has declared war on migrants detained for 2 days in Berlin. January question 28th. My favourite day of the month. Germany's new driving law. Is this a time for a new driving law? Okay, you've just lost the Battle of Stalingrad and now you're getting new driving laws. Saturday in February, doesn't say which one. 2 days after the release of the American shoe quantity. February 18th, German propaganda minister Faith Joseph Goebbels,
Now
he
he's
changed his
converted to
name,
Jesus?
declared war on his allies in a speech at an organization in Berlin. He is a member of the anti-fascist youth group Rosa Branca. I don't think he is. Hello. Why does it just say hello?
What?
Hello. March 20th, Mongolian forces enter Tunisia
What?
and attack the governor.
Why, what?
April 18th, kill them before they reach your base in Germany through Tunisia. It's the voices in my head.
What?
May 9th, Japan kills the wicked for 3 days.
What?
Like witches and stuff. June 13th, the USA is broken.
Wow.
July 5th, sign the oil deal with Greece. Just do it. Get it out of the way.
Sign.
July 12th, Japan won a great victory in the Columbian War. The Battle of Kursk is the largest naval battle in human history. The Ancient
Wow.
Temple.
The ancient temple.
September the 15th, Chiang Kai-shek meets
Chiang Kai-shek?
US Governor Steve Wells. He applied to become a member of the Communist Party.
Wow, what?
Did Chiang Kai-shek do that? Because I don't think he did.
I don't
October
think he did.
14th,
I think someone else did.
11 ambassadors and several soldiers were killed. The goal is to kill them all and
What?
get out of the door. But the blood started flowing and the
Oh my
neighbor fell
God.
asleep. November
my
20th,
God.
the coloring process begins. USS Tarawa attacked the Gilbert Islands and was attacked by the Japanese. For Star Wars. December 12th, Ari Rommel, the first leader of the EU.
What? What?
January 22nd, Great Britain attempts to break the position in southern Italy, and American General John B. Operations begins at Antioch, Italy, under the command of Luke. But I can't go to the beach.
What?
23rd of January, Publius Song was killed by Publius Zano, the destroyer of Britain. 27th of January, after 8,372 days, which if you want to know is over 22
Wow.
years, the siege of Leningrad ends and the Soviet Union withdraws from Germany. March
what?
26th, use gravity to destroy Soviet defenses against Stratkovic.
Stratkovic.
April 4th, Lost Ball boss Charles collects it all. April 10th, Soviet troops enter Ukraine. I'm
What?
going to Odessa. Don't know where you guys are going. That's
Go to
where I'm
Odessa,
going.
Robert
May
Downey
8th,
Jr.
D-Day 5.6 special day. June 7th, England runs out of pork. June
Wow.
25th, the result of the battle between Finnish and Soviet troops was surprising. The greatest battle in Scottish history. July 13th,
Nice.
Lithuanian Soviet forces attack Sanmir Lviv. Semi-finals. Match 1, Brazil versus Italy. The 17th of July, Marshal Rommel died in a traffic accident in France. On the 20th of July, Rommel was captured.
Wait, what?
So I don't know what
so
happened
they
there.
captured a
August
corpse when
8th.
he died?
Show Hitler Blast. It's his Pokemon move. The
Show
body as
Hitler
released and spit out. Divorce will not be declared for the benefit of the family. August 19th, the French Revolution begins in Paris. The meeting is attended by Julia Ruth, the Prime Minister of Estonia. He summoned the Estonian army to destroy the Soviet Empire. Peace in Germany. September 6th, option to have the new black loads and bullet. Anybody want some new black loads? And then this, thebearertoday.com.
That's the real thing.
This is like Somaliland. September 30th, return to Canada.
Wait,
Hitler
what?
decided to open the door. That's all that happened. British troops arrive in Athens when Field Marshal Rommel suspects terrorism.
What?
He took care of his family and had a big funeral. How is he doing all this after he died, by the way?
Yeah, how is he
8th,
doing this after he
B-2
died?
bombings of the UK continue. After several Nubian rescue missions, the
my
German
God.
battleship Tirpitz lands in Tromsby. What's a Nubian rescue mission?
It's because
26th
are
of
rescued.
November, war begins in Italy, even
Whoa.
in the rain.
What?
Like before, it was like, if it's raining, let's call it off. December 24th, American troops arrive in the Ardennes. The Belgian ship Leopold goes to the French coast. More than 800 people die, most of them American veterans. I
Damn.
killed a man. Ellipsis. What? Why does this Wikipedia had like an admission of guilt?
I killed a
kept,
man.
like, leaving like comments like hello, and I killed a man. I killed a man in the Ardennes. Never forget.
Don't forget.
January 11th, first dinner on the Lido Road, on the Whitehall Road connecting India and China. in
He's
Northern
been in a
Ireland.
lot of lore.
It's the first ever dinner.
Wow.
On April 14th, British forces captured the Lower Triangle in the Operation Black Cock.
Wait, Black Cock?
The country is known for its low-cost economy.
Wow.
What is Operation Black Cock? It's a
Wait,
real
it's an
thing.
actual
Yeah,
name?
I can't believe it. I didn't know.
Did they actually name an Operation Black Cock? Okay, we're gonna acknowledge Operation Black Cock. What's Black Cock? I'll show you. God damn it!
About this.
Oh my
January
God.
20th, the Red Army enters the East. As the Germans continue to
The Red
withdraw,
Army. I'm
Franklin
gonna-
Roosevelt became the fourth president of the United
I think they
States
meant
and
by
Harry
Truman.
Truman the second. I don't know how that works. 29th of March, the Red Army enters Austria. Confederate
looks like the Oilers
troops
and the
remain
Ducks are
in
having
Frankfurt.
pizza.
Germans go to high school. The
Oh, yeah.
31st
Nice.
of March, Emperor Eisenhower surrenders to Germany. They were just about to win. They were like, can't be bothered anymore. I'm leaving. April 20th, 1945, Hitler's 56th birthday
Wow.
in Berlin. Hate.
What?
Worthlessness. 21st of April, Hitler orders SS leader Felix Steiner to attack
Wow.
and destroy the Russian army. Steiner's army is not, without command, no
Wow.
class, no talent.
No
Hermann
talent.
Göring goes to
No
Teutoburg
tips.
and calls himself Hitler. The
What?
25th of April, White Day. Happy White Day, everyone.
Yeah. Then the
27th
left
of
get all-
April, the German
that.
national team will face Finland and Norway in the final. The 29th of April, when the title was awarded, he left Germany, married Eva Braun, and moved to Belgium. That's what really happened to Hitler. He's in Belgium. Day 30th, the witch's name and castle disappeared.
Oh no.
The last words he wrote before he died.
What?
Joseph Goebbels is said to be the boss of the race.
Oh my God, this is hilarious, man. Actually, in fact, I'm actually gonna delete nap too, by the way. I don't think I need that anymore, so I'm gonna move
Let's see. I'm gonna move one drive. There you are. That should do it, and we're back.
May 4th, Karl Donitz orders all of his ships to stop sailing to Mongolia.
Wait, why Mongolia? Come sail away. Come. Yeah, it's a real thing. Yeah, apparently it is. I'm like...
We need to stop, especially since it's landlocked. We can't get there anyway.
We can't get there.
21st of May, SS leader Heinrich Himmler joins the army.
You're a bit late.
He was captured by Anglo-Soviet forces while attempting to climb Freedom Rock. On the 24th of the Potsdam Conference, Truman gave the USA nuclear weapons.
I mean...
British and American soldiers shot...
And then everyone dies. The end.
August 15th, Emperor Hirohito announces the surrender of Japan. And then the next day, Emperor Hirohito orders the Japanese soldiers to open fire. The 12th of September, Prime Minister Shinzo Abe sat down Japanese domain.
I was more than a willing participant. I was indispensable.
This is what happened to the people in the Nuremberg trials. Donetsk started in 1956. Francisco.
Wait,
dead.
what? Francisco dead.
Death.
Death.
Punk. Released in 1957.
What?
Goring. He's dead.
Nice.
Hayes, 1987. Lessons in Life and Death.
What?
Yodel. Mountains.
Yodel Mountains. Yodel.
Brenner. Hell. Fire.
Okay.
Death. Nerf. Founded in 1944.
What the fuck?
Radar. An
Radar.
Introduction to the 1950s.
Wow.
Ribbentrop. To hell with it. Rosenberg. He's dead. Jekyll. He's dead. The Meeting.
Oh my god.
Sabu. Dead.
That one was kind of funny. Let's go watch this
I
one.
took Wikipedia's timeline of the Cold War and ran it through Google Translate 50 times using languages with the worst translation quality. This was the result. April to April 1945. US and UK fear Stalin's withdrawal and invasion of Poland. March to April 1945. British pound. Russian
What about
officials
it?
involved in Operation Vostok, President Roosevelt's second major, denied the allegations. Please stop moving.
Please stop
And
moving.
then April 12th, 1945.
He died.
President Roosevelt dies. Vice President Harry St. Louis
Harry
dies.
St. Louis dies.
You hate
What?
to see it. August 9th, Japan did not react when Truman authorized a second nuclear attack on Nagasaki.
What?
Live Japan reaction. September 2nd, Japan surrendered to General Douglas.
Wait, what?
MacArthur led the liberation of Russia and its allies.
What?
There's two people now. You on Team Douglas or Team MacArthur? On July 4th, Philip declared independence from the United States
Wait, what?
and entered
Philip?
the war against Hezbollah.
What? Who's
February
Hezbollah?
25th, Bo Russia win.
Bo Russia. Who the fuck is Bo Russia?
Bo Russia. On June 5th, Secretary of State George Marshall announces a major economic plan for war in Western Europe. This is the world through the eyes of the Marshall
Why do you want to attack
Islands.
Spain and all that?
The islands have eyes. December
Have
30th,
eyes.
Romania.
Is that like a new
King
horror movie,
Michael
like The Hills Have
defeated
Eyes?
Ajir Georgios died.
Oh, Evan
This
Bouchard
empire was
scored.
overthrown, and the Roman Republic was established.
Nice.
1948, January the 30th, Mahatma Gandhi is beheaded. On
What?
June 24th, Stalin visited France. Stalin closed all land routes from West Germany to Berlin. British and American troops arrive in Berlin. In response, the three Western powers flew fighter planes to Berlin and occupied it.
Wow.
On the 28th of June, Stalin blocked the streets of West Berlin and launched a hunger strike. It's just him on his own doing it. 1949. On August 29th, the Soviet Union tested its first atomic bomb. At a time when the Soviet Union was the second largest nuclear power in the world, the United States successfully tested the Yo-Yam. Last October, President Tran Dai Quang
What?
announced the creation of a computer-based government for a quarter of the world's population.
What?
On June 25th, North Korea invaded South Korea, beginning the Korean War. The council put the house on a hill.
What?
Bloody council had done it.
The city
October
council.
2nd, US forces
I think it was the other way
crossed
around.
the 30th parallel and attacked South Korea. Are they on the North Korean side now? On October 22nd,
I think it was the other way
China
around.
sent 30,000 troops to the People's Republic of China.
Wait, why
And
did they?
he's gone. Where has he gone? On November 9th, UN forces
I think it was
moved
the other
to
way
Yalu
around.
River. China sent 500,000 troops to attack North Korea and forced UN troops to attack South Korea. They've turned on their own side.
What?
On April 11th, General Douglas shot and killed President Harry S. Truman.
What?
He's had enough. He's going to use the atomic weapons. Don't worry, though. On October 10th, President Truman signs the Mutual Security Act.
So he's not
He didn't
dead.
actually die. 1953. The Korean War ended on July 27th when President Eisenhower threatened the United States with the development of nuclear weapons.
What?
I'll do it. We've already got them.
Don't make me
I like how
nuke
they were
you.
like, all right, he's serious now. We better stop. September 7th, leader Nikita Khrushchev and rival Lavrentiy Beria are assassinated in December.
Uh-oh.
1954. April to June, McCarthy fans protest the army. McCarthy
Wait,
game
he
should
fans
be
protest
televised
the
in
army?
US. Let me play McCarthy game, please. On May 17th, Hezbollah takes control of the Philippines.
Hezbollah.
On August 11th, the CCP set fire to Taiwan. The accident happened on the coast of Taiwan Island. The accident. Oopsies!
What? The
May
accident.
5th, army invades West Germany. It doesn't say which one, though. On 1956, Khrushchev delivers a speech at the 20th Congress of the Communist Party of China. He says, "Towards the people and the people's influence," which
people's
focused on the beginning of Stalinism. US
What?
and UK cut funding for Egypt's Swan High Dam construction because the rebels bought weapons. NASA
What?
developed the Suez Canal. The
NASA
29th of
what?
October, crisis in Sweden.
Crisis
France,
in Sweden.
Israel, and Britain fly to Egypt to attack NASA.
What?
Canada opens the door to Ambassador Lester B. Pearson. UN Peace Prize Prime Minister of Canada.
What?
Awarded the Nobel Peace Prize to Lester B. Pearson. I think he wants us to know that he has a Nobel Peace Prize. November 6th, Dwight Eisenhower loses the presidential election to Adele Stevenson. December, North Vietnamese rebellion begins in North Vietnam with Vietnamese aid.
What?
15.5, British darts.
What?
1958.
I have no idea what's going on right
Languinary.
now.
Memoirs of Pope Mao. August. A Raytheon intercontinental ballistic missile is launched from Moscow towards Britain.
What?
On August 23, China began dropping atomic bombs. This was the beginning of the Second Taiwan War.
What?
The Cold War has just become hot very quickly. September
That
1st,
is true.
Iceland starts water supply.
escalated
That
quickly.
killed the mood very quickly. The
What?
British protested and sent ships to the area. Iceland just got water for the first time, and the British were like, October 11, the author has moved. It's November, Berlin Crisis 1958, 1959,
What?
Euro 1959. December 6th, continue running 3 ads. Is this when YouTube was established? 1959. January 2nd is the first month. However, he flew 5,990 kilometers without using an aeroplane.
What?
He is just so powerful. March 3rd, Moon Artist 4.
What?
This
What?
image was taken as it traveled 60,000 kilometers from the moon to the moon, which is 32,000 kilometers away.
Wow.
September, Khrushchev
weird
visits the
paradox.
United States for 13 days, but is not allowed to visit Disneyland.
What?
To the
What?
sea. Sea time! December, Viet Cong NEC is established in North Vietnam. It is a communist revolution that overthrew the communist regime in North Korea. It is found in northern Vietnam and USSR. I like how they had a communist revolution to overthrow a communist government.
Yeah.
1960, April.
Oh, Bouchard's
Jupiter
sword.
will test an intercontinental ballistic missile, like Britain's Raytheon, at
What?
Morotto in Moscow, Italy. June, conflict between China and the Soviet Union. Chinese leaders were not satisfied with the Soviet treatment of slaves.
What?
The computer was invented and the war with the USSR began. The Third Cold War has begun. I started having a similar problem on July 5th. August 11th, Chad retires from golf.
What?
No. On September 23rd, Khrushchev addressed the United Nations General Assembly in New York. I went to America for a month. May 5th, Alan Shepard becomes the first American to travel to space, successfully campaigning for freedom. May 19th, Jupiter retains Jupiter's shipland. It will be the first spacecraft to fly from Jupiter to Earth. I think Jupiter is like
Wait,
the
what?
entire planet is like united and also involved in the Cold War somehow. October 17th, unification of the Ukrainian SSR.
Wait,
and
what?
the
Ukrainians
Ukrainian
now
SSR.
part of the USSR?
The Cuban
What?
Missile Crisis. October 16th, USSR builds nuclear power plant in Cuba.
And now it's
USSR agrees to
2-1.
non-binding agreement. Kennedy confirmed to Cuba about nuclear missiles and promised to destroy US missiles.
What the
Cat
hell?
and Castro betrayed Turkey and Italy. What? Why? December 7th, rebellion against British rule in Brunei.
Wow.
This match will be the first match between Indonesia and Malaysia.
What?
On August 5th, Great Britain and the Soviet Union signed the Pacific Treaty. It's not an underground nuclear bomb.
What
It's
the
not.
hell?
Trust me on this. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. November 22nd.
What is going on?
John F. Kennedy is injured
I thought he got shot and killed.
and dies in Dallas. Some believe the communist government or the CIA is responsible, but
I
they
mean-
still need treatment. Kennedy was inaugurated as the President of the United States by Vice President Lyndon Johnson.
Wait, he died and then he resurrected?
On January 27th,
I thought it was Lyndon
1964,
Johnson.
France recognized the People's Republic of China. On February 10th, the People's Republic of China severs diplomatic relationships with France. It didn't last long.
Yeah.
On September the 24th, Mozambique and Lithuania begin the Mozambique War of Independence. Portugal's not involved in this. Taking it out on Lithuania instead. November 28th, Sailor Moon 4 is released.
Wow. Sailor Moon 4?
1965, March 23rd. See the top 9 matches. The Belarusian government declared independence on November 11th, and Harold Wilson recognized independence as British Prime Minister.
Wow.
No one recognized Rhodesia.
What?
But
What?
Portuguese neighbours, including Mozambique and South Africa, vowed to overthrow the African empire.
What? That's funny. Oh my god. This is like so random. It's like part of me thinks that part of it's true, and like I think there's half truths to this, but other than that, there's not all that are half truths.
1967. On March 12th, Emperor Suharto died and declared himself president of Indonesia.
So he died and declared himself president. I'm president.
East African countries, such as the Soviet Union,
Wait.
the People's Republic
Wait, China and Soviet Union were in Africa?
of China, and North Korea.
And North
Indonesian treaty was signed by Suharto and the United States. The new football season brings the capital and foreign countries into Indonesia.
What the hell?
China dropped its first nuclear bomb on June 17th, 2017.
What?
I must have missed that. July 1st, war begins. Don't know which one, just war. Any of them. Pick one. Pick one. The 21st to the 27th of December. 8th moon Apollo enters lunar orbit for the first time. He made 10 orbits before
Again with the he. He is just flying around the moon. The he lore is gonna be insane.
returning to Earth.
I gotta look
but
at the
never
he lore. We
landed
gotta
on the
react
moon.
to that at some point.
He has become like supernaturally powerful now. He was powerful before, but he wasn't orbiting the Earth powerful. He arrived in the United States from New Armstrong Airport on July 20th. July 25th, the Vietnam War begins. American troops left Vietnam and war began in South Vietnam. September 1st, Colonel Muammar Gaddafi overthrows the Libyan government.
I think that's sort of true in a way, by the way.
Libya, an ally of Britain and the Soviet Union, was killed. Rest in peace. A moment of silence for Libya, please. The entire country was killed.
Wow.
1970. August 17th includes Wolves 7. December
man.
15th to the 7th is Thursday. He becomes the first astronaut
I thought it was Neil Armstrong, but apparently Neil Armstrong is he in this one.
to land on another
Gotta
planet.
react to the he lore.
1971. Idi Amin's victory in Uganda on January 25th was a joke. My favourite one is just March 28th. Say no more. September, Prime Minister Edward Heath expels 105 Soviet officials from Britain.
Wait, what?
His leg was cut off with a saw.
That got violent real fast.
December 2nd,
That got
Mars 3 approaches Earth
Mars
and makes
3?
measures. Landed on Mars for the first time.
Wait.
However, it is
Wait.
Hey, Mike, we have a federal election on October 10th.
It might be earlier if Justov Trutler gets voted non-confidence by other people, because I heard Jagmeet Pussy is going to finally go there. So, Justov Trutler. I'll try to make a Welcome to China 4 before then, and also the debate, or even combine the debate into one. Dun da 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 da. It's like you hear. Also, did you hear that Jimmy Carter passed away?
Spread for less than 20 seconds. September 28th, 2019.
Yeah.
Canada's biggest event, the Soviet Hockey Series.
Soviet Hockey Series.
11th,
I'm just reacting to this for my stream.
Chilean Revolution.
Chilean Revolution. King Augustus Pinochet killed King Augustus.
King Augustus Pinochet killed King Augustus.
So he killed himself.
On June 28th,
it's the
beginning
stuff.
of Moscow.
What? Moscow in the 70s? I thought it was long before then.
April 18th, Khmer Rouge invaded Cambodia, led by Paul Home. Who? May 12th, Mayaguez incident. The U.S. Navy intervenes between the Khmer Rouge and the United States, rescuing the ship and its crew. He leads the team to failure.
The Healer. Jagmeet Sting is still waiting for his pension, shaking my head. I'm going to call him Jagmeet Krabs.
Yeah. He's losing it a bit.
Yeah.
My favorite month, Julia.
The
Apollo program has already started.
The Apollo.
This was the first flight of the joint Soviet-American space program.
What?
A successful mission is seen as a sign of space flight. November, condoms are sent to South America.
I didn't know they sent condoms down there.
The terrorist attack against him
took
place on November 29th. On June 29th, Syria will withdraw from the United Nations and join the United Nations.
Yeah, they're going to withdraw and then they're going to rejoin. That's funny.
July 20th. Return to the United States. Leave Thailand.
Leave Thailand.
September 9th. Mr. Mao Shandong. Mr. Mao Shandong, everybody.
Wait, Mao Shandong?
1978, Independence Day in England. Chinese President Xi Jinping said on December 18th that China will continue to promote innovation and open up to the outside world. On December 25th, a communist government was established in Afghanistan. Visit Vietnam and Cambodia. Please. May 4th, Ellie Margaret is elected Prime Minister of the United Kingdom.
What?
John Paul II visits Poland for the first time. He was born in Poland.
Wait, what?
But this is the first time he's ever visited that. On December 12th, NATO threatened to develop nuclear weapons in Western Europe. He has played this game twice. Is he like a fourth wall break? He's actually controlling everything.
He has played this game twice.
And this is his second playthrough.
Wow.
It would explain a lot.
No wonder why he died.
May the 17th. Marx Lenin government and Peruvian army. Very good. On July 3rd, the CIA launched a counter-Soviet operation against African Union forces in Afghanistan. August 31st. After Lenin attacks Gdansk port, Poland signs the Treaty of Gdansk. 1981, January 20th. Ronald Reagan is elected 40th President of the United States. She was elected thanks to President Reagan's anti-Semitic policy. On December 13th, UN Secretary General Wojciech Chasky called for the abolition of the right to life in order to settle political differences between the Chinese Communist Party and... I'm calling for the abolition of the right to live.
What?
1982, on the 24th, President Ronald Reagan announced the Caribbean Initiative to prevent the collapse of communism in local government.
Oh,
this
man,
so
he's now a communist.
April 2nd, the United States invades the Falkland Islands. This was the beginning of the Falklands War. Brand new He law just dropped, the 30th of May. He is from Spain, born in Spain. Oh, the more He law. The Communist Party of Sri Lanka was banned on the 30th of July. He can be called the youngest son of the Soviet Revolution.
The Soviet Revolution.
This is giving some background to he now. I like it.
Nice.
In October, American forces invaded the Caribbean island of Grenada. He overthrew the communist government. overthrew the Cuban army and stopped the Soviets from building an airport. May the 24th,
Wait, why
Congress
stopping the
adopts the
airport?
Borland Convention. He condemned aid to the rebels.
He condemned aid
August
to the
11th,
rebels.
Soviet Union President Ronald Reagan mocks Mike during testimony week.
What?
President Reagan says, "I am America."
Gift.
I'm delighted to sign Russia.
I
Bill.
am America.
Each 5 minutes is burning. What? 1985, February 6th. The Reagan Doctrine calls on the United States to support communist revolutions in third world countries. On April 22nd, the National Assembly elected members of the National Reform Commission.
The National Reform
He
Commission.
was convicted of crimes against humanity and war crimes in Argentina from 1976 to 1983. God created human beings
God
with
created human
life.
beings with
November 21st, Ronald Reagan and Gorbachev meet twice. Parentheses 3 times.
What?
For a conference in Geneva, Switzerland. There's a new character just dropped. 1986. She was elected the first female prime minister of the Philippines.
She- what?
1989, January the 20th. George W. Bush was elected as the 41st president of the United States. Not
44th
H.W.
Obama.
Bush, but George W. Bush. February the 2nd.
I think they got the
Soviet
timeline
forces
wrong.
withdraw from Afghanistan. And then on March 15th, civil war broke out in Afghanistan, and Soviet troops were expelled from the country. You just keep getting kicked out. Tiananmen Square massacre on June 4th left dozens dead after the Chinese government cracked down on protests in Beijing.
And that's what I
Not
used to get rid
thousands,
of
just dozens.
Chinese phone scammers.
On November the 17th to the 28th, the Grape Revolution
The
ends
Grape
in Czechoslovakia.
Revolution?
The day after the Malta summit, Soviet President Mikhail Gorbachev and American President George W. Bush announced they had signed a permanent peace treaty.
Aw.
Many observers saw the meeting as the official start of the Cold War.
What?
Those ones were a bit stupid, though, so ignore that.
Yeah.
1990, 29th of May, Boris was elected president.
Boris?
Yeltsin, Russia. 1991, Albany's ruling Labour Party dissolved on June 12th. August the 22nd, add not.
Add.
That is the question.
That's
Turkey
not too
declared
pure, not
independence on October 26th. The majority voted for the independence from the Soviet Union. Turkey was part of the Soviet Union the whole time.
What?
We didn't know. December 22nd,
that.
beginning of the French War. President Bush received a phone call from President Yeltsin and gave a birthday speech on December 25th. You know the Cold War. I hope you do. You should watch a video about
You
it.
know the Cold War in the world.
And then December 26th, the Ukrainian parliament dissolved the Soviet
Oh,
Union.
man.
And
Ukraine?
America became
No
the
wonder why
only
Russia-
country in the world.
What? Ukraine. Okay. We should look into the He lore. We should look into the He lore.
His age is 125 years. Wow. His son returned to help the Americans.
What?
8,000 to 7,000 years. He started his career as a farmer. 4,000 BC.
Oh boy.
He established a kingdom in Mesopotamia.
Wow.
He founded the Indo-European language family. Wow.
Looking at the He
That's pretty
lore.
big. The
Wow.
date is just set to he, so I don't really know what that is, but Germany's presence in the non-wave desert region of Libya's Pisan region is growing. That's a secret he lore. 1924 BC, the last person died, and
Wow.
he inherited the throne with his siblings. That's the first time we know about his. You got siblings? After a brief jab, he
What?
became the 24th king of the Bahamas.
What?
Just a bit of a brief jab.
You got
1076 BC,
Magina,
he is dead.
What? Womp womp.
And then 1043, he's angry. He built the Ocean Empire after continental Europe. He's like in Atlantis, which doesn't surprise me anymore. 949,
Nice.
he supervised the construction of the temple with a group of 56 Tidai hydrangeas. And then he initially contacted Van Lang.
Van Lang.
535 BC, he was in front of the enemy.
What?
Servius killed Tullius. 447 BC, This forum has been announced for 3 times in his career.
What?
He asked who was the king of wisdom. He hated the Nazi army and returned home after 21 days. 337
Did he
BC,
slaughter them all?
he is the first player. He took Sardinia and Corsica to Rome. 228 BC, after Ardio, he was taken to Rome during the Illyrian War. 197 BC, he established provinces and cities in Spain. He and King Bogolius killed thousands of Cumbrian soldiers and civilians. AD 14, he died on Friday. 49 AD,
Womp womp.
he married Claudius Agrippina,
Wait.
the youngest daughter of Germanicus.
So he
54
dies
AD,
and then he gets resurrected?
He was assassinated by King Claudius Nero. 111 AD, he's Muslim.
He's
Before
Muslim?
Islam was made. Didn't he
Wow.
build a mosque as well? So it's kind of confirmed now. 117 AD, Battle of Titus. The Romans
Titus?
captured Rodham
Oh, okay.
and the rebel stronghold. He killed many people. 222,
God.
he killed the Archon Heliogabalus and captured Severus. He defeats God the Third, the Saudi Philippines, and Emperor Valerian.
Oh
Wow.
my god! He is extremely
Okay, God
strong.
1 was easy. God 2, walk in the park. God the 3rd, no trouble. 275,
What the hell?
he was killed by Priest Aurelian. 431, he affirmed Nicaragua's original doctrine and rejected the teachings of the Nestorius.
What?
456, the Civil War began. His grandfather, Ricimo, and Marion had to leave Rome.
Oh.
563, he built a mosque that helped transform the Super into a civilization, and so it was destroyed and invaded by Vikings in 794. 577, he lived in West
He lived
Saxon
in Saxon
Diocese. 634, finally he turned his back on the island. And
Don't
headed
turn
to
your
the old
back on the
town
island.
of Raston.
And Raston.
30 years later, he set up a general shelter leading north.
Wow.
What did he mean by this? 750, the imagination of the puzzle.
What?
He was arrested in 1519. His name
Is
is
John
Bulgarian.
Cena! Or his name
1106,
Bulgarian.
he defeated Robert Cook, the English leader of Henry Normandy, at the Battle of the Serb Bridge.
What?
Cook Bridge. During the persecution, he became one of the most important and powerful military commanders. He was the first long-term military dictator
What?
to hold the post. What?
What?
He found
going
himself in Glasgow after losing money in the Indian Sea.
What?
What's worse, losing money in the sea or finding yourself in Glasgow? Contrary to his past actions, he broke free from the shadow of Corrado
What?
and took complete control of Cardo.
Oh, that's a bit of a revenge story.
He was born into a group called the Battle of Kosovos.
What?
1469. He received 10 Sichod Tambon
What?
and became president. It's as easy as that. 1545, the king of Syria died and received the Islamic name of Sowat from him.
What? From him.
1605, after a while, he left, and
Womp
Jean Jerry went.
Who's Gene
See
Jerry?
you guys. 1754, he was reigned by the King of Kings
What?
in the Battle of Comahul. 1803, the war between England and France was again carried on. Then
Wow.
he returned to the Napoleonic Wars.
He is
He
back!
became the last player of Borussia.
The He
Leaving Copenhagen, he took the ships of the Danish fleet. 1810,
Nice.
he took the floor.
He danced.
Doing like a dance routine.
Jesus, he has been around for a while.
On October the 27th, 1810, he became Florida ambassador to the
Jesus,
United
he's
States.
done a lot.
I
Like-
told him about the last battle that took place in Yogyakarta and Sakata. He defended the rights and freedom of the Cherokee in the Supreme Court.
Wow.
In 1830, where 5 million Irish died. State of America.
State of
He
America.
became a prisoner under British law.
Aw.
What did he do?
Yeah, what
Who
did
knows?
he do? What did I
He is
do?
considered the leader of the Baha'u'llah and the founder of the Baha'i faith.
Is that a new cult or something like that?
Dream.
Dream.
Nice.
Nice.
His recovery was called the Great Depression.
What?
On May the 29th, 1848, he was dispatched to the Wisconsin Union, 30th, southwest of the Wisconsin Plains. In 1878, he traveled around the world.
He traveled around
Oh
the world.
no!
Oh my god.
He died of a knee injury.
He died!
On December the 29th,
No!
1890. 1897. In 1893, his life ended in a violent attack.
Oh man.
He's always dying. Until like World War
Wait.
II, he was
Hold on a
dying
sec,
constantly.
folks.
And then he just like, it must have enabled
Hold on,
God
folks.
mode or something. He
You must have died a lot, and then it just enabled God mode. That's funny. Hold on a sec, folks. Must be the battery in the phone just a bit too hot. Yeah, probably that's what the reason is. Okay. Anyways. Holy shit, my thing's behind. Okay. I'll just look at the comments and all that stuff. Jazz, 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 jazz. Jazz, 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 jazz. Jazz, 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 jazz. Okay.
invaded the 8 lands of China and took the fields. He was sent to Serbia but refused and was forced to fight against Austria. August 21st, he hardly fought in Charleroi. Oh my god. September 3rd, he died in the Battle of Lava
You died
in Austria-Hungary. September 9th, he decided to attack Theobald von Bateman-Hollweger. He died in battle. July 3rd, he married in Great Britain. Photographed by Albertus Vocius Ridge of the Battle of Vincent.
Wow.
1. August 27th, Romania is at war with its allies. His army was defeated within a week.
Wow.
September 12th, he also built a church and a school in Thessaloniki.
That's wholesome.
He received a military commission from Mayor Maurice Hines and built new buildings outside of the park. Prime Minister. He got up. This is called karma. December 11th, King Allenby sent British and Indian troops to Jerusalem. He was born 300 years ago in the Ottoman. So this is given age of he is 300 years plus. November 10th, he was received at Buckingham Palace by George V on the evening of December 10th and visited Buckingham Palace for the first time on November 11th.
That's how you traveled the world.
The next day, the British and the French governments sent him to Germany. May 13th, he founded London in Belgium. He prevented Hitler from invading Britain. He was in Central Africa after fighting in Great Britain and France during the Christmas War. He has been a celebrity for almost 40 years. June 1st, he led an army to Crete and established a kingdom there. He has a British uniform. November 11th, he led an army from Alexandria to Marathas. He summoned the Estonian army to destroy the Soviet Empire. Peace in Germany. On October 22nd, China sent 30,000 troops to the People's Republic of China.
Wow.
And he's gone. Where is he gone?
Wait, what?
However, he flew 5,990 kilometers without using an aeroplane. He is just so powerful. He made 10 orbits before returning to Earth, but never landed on the moon. He arrived in the United States from New Armstrong Airport on July 20th.
Wow.
December 15th to the 7th is Thursday. He becomes the first astronaut to land on another planet.
What?
He landed on Mars for the first time. However, it is spread for less than 20 seconds. May 12th, Mayaguez incident. The US Navy intervenes between the Khmer Rouge and the United States, rescuing the ship and its crew. He leads the team to failure. He's losing it a bit. The terrorist attack against him took place on November 29th. He has played this game twice.
Yeah.
Is he like a fourth wall break? He's actually controlling everything. And this is his second playthrough. It would explain a lot. The 30th
Maybe
of
that's
May,
why he dies a lot.
he is from Spain.
He is from...
Born in Spain. The Communist Party of Sri Lanka was banned on the 30th of July. He can be called the youngest son of the Soviet Revolution. In October, American forces invaded the Caribbean island of Grenada. He overthrew the communist government, overthrew the Cuban army, and stopped the Soviets from building an airport. On February the 26th, 1984, he joined international forces in Lebanon.
What?
May the 24th, Congress adopts the Borland Convention. He condemned aid to the rebels. He was convicted of crimes against humanity and war crimes in Argentina from 1976 to 1983.
He has just been a savage.
1990. The Soviet Republic of Lithuania declared its independence from the Soviet Union in a democratic election. He was born in the Republic of Lithuania. Her hair is dirty. February 5th, 1991, he retreated from Frunze to Bishkek, the capital of the Kyrgyz Republic. The 30th of August, Azerbaijan gained independence from the Soviet Union. He was still smiling there.
What?
A nice guy. 2nd of September, Estonia hosted the first session of the State Council of the Soviet Union. He gained independence from Latvia and Lithuania.
What?
The 3rd of March, 1992, he divided England into a Republic of all duties.
What?
It is part of the Republic. The 24th of September, last May, he paved the way for the restoration of Cambodia. November 3rd, the Taliban attacked Kandahar province, and he was the first Afghan leader to be captured by the militants. 2002, the 20th of March, he was there for 8 years after the army invaded Iraq. 2005, he rejected anti-corruption laws that cut out on China's ability to unify Taiwan. 1.6 million people protest the ban in Taipei. Why would he do this? On June 27th, he ruled Azawad from Ansongo, the largest and last town in the Azawad Autonomous Province. The 16th of January, 2018, from there, he travelled from Bujumbura to Gitega, the capital of Burundi. The 1st of February 2021, in the 2020 election, the Myanmar military overthrew the elected government on charges of electoral fraud. Military training was restored. He participated in World War I and the Civil War. 12th of May, he defeated the Armenian army. The territory of Armenia covers an area of 41 kilometers. He destroyed Armenia so bad, it's just 41 square kilometers now.
Wow.
50 million years in the future, he admitted he didn't know what to do when his bike fell into the California River in St. Andrews, according to Scottish MP Christopher Noor. 10 trillion years in the future, besides his ability to overcome the bad stars, he is also the most skilled engineer in the world.
Damn. Took him long enough.
He believed that photons would not penetrate the atmosphere and that new metal detectors would damage the Earth's body. Create 56 or more metal stars.
Anyways, I think we'll end it here because no one really wants to go on this stream